It's interesting. This vehicle, when I had the BMW X2 and this vehicle, I think I had them about the same time period, the Avenir trim of this vehicle. You put those two vehicles side by side, it's like completely different, right? Completely different category, completely different, you know, price range, quality, you know. But when there was a choice between driving, let's say I need to drive to the store and those vehicles are right there side by side, I would choose this one. It's funny because some vehicles, they just kind of, they feel good, you know, feel good to drive, or the other vehicle might just be annoying to drive. So there's a little bit of that, you know. But you know, this one being the better choice as far as I just felt like driving this more, you know. And it's a strange comparison because it just so happened to be the situation where I had that choice. But yeah, this is a fairly enjoyable vehicle to drive, and it's real easy to get scared because it has a 3-cylinder, but it handles the daily drive fine. I mean, there's other vehicles that feel weaker, you know, like the Honda HR-V, you know, it feels weaker. Like the basic, yeah, just there's lots of vehicles that, like the all-wheel drive Camry, the last one I drove, I know they remodeled it or whatever, but there was the all-wheel drive Camry. It was just so annoyingly slow, and it felt like you just wanted to constantly slow down, and I had to really, I'm constantly pressing the accelerator just to keep from slowing down. But this one just feels like it feels spirited, you know, it just wants to go. And you know, like I said, it's not really like, if you just sit there and do like 0 to 60 runs, it's going to feel very slow, right? It's not going to be impressive because the vehicle engine, the engine is designed for a certain RPM range, and if you just blow past that, then you're just gonna lose all your power. So this one is for normal acceleration, normal driving, and so yeah, it's one of those vehicles that, you know, it's not necessarily for everybody, but I would definitely take a look at it, you know, and not be too concerned about the 3-cylinder part as far as the acceleration and all that. And the transmission's just a basic 6-speed transmission. It does a decent job. It's nothing special or anything, but it's not bad. You know, it doesn't interfere with my driving experience really. Just a normal driving. You know, and there's times where I just really press the accelerator. I want to get where I'm going, and you know, merge in the traffic or pass somebody, and it's not fast. You know, it's not a fast vehicle, but it's not sluggishly slow either. So it's in that range where it's fine. You know, I would have no problem driving this vehicle on the regular. You know, it's impressive for its price and all the features that it has. It has a really good look. I think a lot of people like the way it looks, and the roominess. That's another thing. There's a lot of room in here. You know, it kind of looks like, from the outside, kind of looks like a small vehicle, but you have a lot of passenger room. You have a lot of cargo space. You know, there's a little bit of tweaking I would do with the cargo space, some kind of organization, some kind of rubber mat or something to keep things from sliding around, because that's been kind of a big issue. You know, all your stuff just gets slidden all over the place while you're driving because that carpet in the cargo area is just like super slick. And that seems like a common thing, but you know, this vehicle, it's a thing as well. Now, I went through all the features on the Avenir trim, and it's funny because this one doesn't, even though it's the lower trim, there's not a huge difference. This one doesn't have the torsion beam in the back. It actually does have the multi-link system. I forget what they call it, as far as the suspension in the back. The lowest trim, and it's optional on this one, the lowest trim doesn't have that. It just has a different suspension system in the back. So I haven't driven one of those, but I mean, Toyotas and a lot of other cheap vehicles use that type of system, and it's not really a big deal. Most people probably won't notice the difference as far as the ride quality. Maybe in very more extreme situations you might, but it'll probably be fine. So yeah, the value proposition of this vehicle is this price and features. The amount of price, for the amount of features you have a fairly low price. And the way vehicles are priced nowadays. It's funny because like this one's like $29,000 with all the options and everything, and in today's market that seems like a budget budget vehicle almost, but it's not. I mean, it's actually, you know, there's some areas of cost cutting, right? But there's a lot of features that you have that you might not find on a lot of other vehicles in the same price range. So yeah, it's definitely worth a test drive. Check it out for yourself and see if you like it. It's one of those type of vehicles that I enjoy driving. So, you know, you can kind of hopefully get something out of that. But you know, and I drive a lot of vehicles, so you know, there's some vehicles that like literally I don't want to drive because they're so they have annoying features, or so there's something about them that just makes me just not want to drive it, you know. And that BMW X2 was kind of like that, where it just has some annoying things about it that I didn't really care for. And so yeah, so given the choice, I'd rather drive this vehicle.